Hello and welcome back. This is art stream number 84. Sorry, today we don't have our model, so I might just use my PNG model. Otherwise, I can literally just like have none, but I think it'd be better that I have one. So, yeah, I was trying to see the model before stream, but then somehow it broke, and I'm sitting here like, I have no idea what just happened. So, for like an hour and a half, I'd been trying to figure out what happened. And, yeah. So, I'm just gonna do our project today, and I'm gonna be a little bit less talkative because I'm working on a project for a friend. So I want to kind of just focus. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm actually trying out a brush. I started this sketch last night. I'm gonna do like a watercolor for this. Hello Elfin, hello Rio. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned the your resub yesterday, Rio. So thank you so much for the resub, tier 1 resub for 13 months. It's crazy. Love seeing you do art. Oh, thank you. I was gonna try to do the Go thing again, where I play Go. Um, but I didn't get that set up beforehand, so maybe if I had more time. I know I'm still cutting it really close on the Final Fantasy stuff as well. I need to do PvP on like 2 characters, so yeah, that's a predicament. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make this like an hour 30 stream maybe. So it's gonna be a quicker stream, I guess. Oh, let me know when you do PvP. Okay, cool. Yeah, I won't be doing it on stream, but I will be doing it later. I'm trying out this new brush that I found called like Real Pencil. I found it a while back, but I only just recently downloaded it. I feel like it should be pretty good. I mean, just seeing what I was able to do with it so far. I was having a lot of fun drawing it too, because like, I feel like it's been so long since I've drawn just like animals. For those of you who don't know, that's actually kind of how I started art anyways. As a kid, I always was drawing like animals and stuff. Over time, I wanted to draw humans, which was like a struggle of its own. So it kind of felt like relearning art in a way. I'm drawing a picture of my friend's cat. I feel like he says he doesn't have a favorite pet, so I'm trying to figure it out, but I got that too, but I was trying to figure it out because he has 2 dogs too, and I don't know. I feel like I could draw the dogs, but something about the cat just speaks to me. I just need to figure out the face structure here. I might need to change that ear up there. I also might need like a basic mouth structure. I'm more used to drawing canines than felines. Seems like the cat's got a very round face. I really like that if you draw like harder too, it actually like shows that. And I'm also not gonna be able to see chat very well because I have to use a reference photo that he sent me. I don't think he knows what I was gonna do with the reference photo, but it's like, oh yeah, do you have any more photos of like your pets? I need to change that ear. That's what's throwing this off. I also need to make the face have a more round shape. And I need to do like a stubby right here. I don't know, it seems like the cat's like nose kind of goes down here and it has like an interesting shape. I don't know, something gives the cat a very serious kind of look. I suppose this is like art practice rather. It's really hard because I only have like 2 photos to go off of. And I know they don't have like dog-like noses or snouts or whatever, so. Will you perhaps be drawing as well, Theo? Elfin Fable, I should say. Because I was also debating on doing like a Pokemon art stream. I think that'd be pretty cool. I feel like I made his cat look more wild. Like it's a wild kitty. I think I can see some of the issue here. The cat's nose goes down like this and it just like... Yeah, something more like that. Very interesting shape. And I think this part actually bows out further than where the nose is. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah, I think it's a little bit closer now. Yeah, I'd really wish this to be like the first VTubing art stream. But that kind of just didn't work out today. I think that the people also changed their files too. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to update them. I just don't know how it works. Yeah, I'm hoping I can keep things a little bit messy here and then I can like just add the watercolor with the sketch. Debating if I should draw over the sketch or draw like color under the sketch. So I like keeping it kind of like this, how it's all like rough and sketchy. I like that. Some parts can be fixed, like that part right there. This part needs to be thinned out a little bit. Even though it's still definitely part of this. I know I need to fix the stomach here. Like, I want to do this, but then I need to fix the other part. This part right here. Because this part's still supposed to bend right about here. I think the cat's possibly on the thicker side. At least its fur is thicker. There we go. I think I should push the cat's head back a little bit. Possibly. Maybe like this. Yeah, something more relaxed like that, yeah. That's what I'm going for. I really like that you could get like a little bit darker with the lines too. That's so nice. It's such a nice brush. See, it doesn't exactly feel like I'm drawing on paper, but it looks like I'm drawing on paper, so I like it. So I could do really thin lines right there. The cat's got some crazy, like, prominent whiskers. Let me move where those are. Should base it off this side first. I'm trying to picture how the other spots whiskers would look. Maybe they'd just be like kind of hidden when it's laying down. Maybe they'd go this way. I think I should have separated some more where these whiskers are. Perhaps let me do that. Hmm. I think he's got a flat head up here. Flat top. For reference, I only have like 3 photos to go off of. If I didn't already mention that. feel like I need to extend this part up here. Because typically I feel like the fluffy part of cat's fur kind of goes down a little more. It was too gradual. It needs to be more puffed out. Yeah, something more like that, maybe. Even the cat's fur doesn't look too thick, I wanted to do something like that, because I feel like maybe the pose would have something like that to it. Quick solution right there. Oops. Nah, that wouldn't be right there. It'd be down here. Maybe I do need to make this go a little bit more gradual. Bring it down here. I think it looks awkward because of where I put the arm, but technically it should go up higher from what it is. Being the shoulder blade and all. That's much better. Everything lines up a little bit nicer. Hello, Uzi. I hope you're well today. Sorry I haven't been able to take a look at the chat because of, I've been using my reference photo on my other screen. It kind of takes up the entire thing. I'm gonna try to do the eyes in a second. The eyes are probably the thing I have the most reference for, but I still might mess it up pretty bad. Seems like the eyes are pretty close together. They're not exactly that high up either, but they're really close this way. It's gotta move down already, I can see it. Oh, you know what? I could do its eyes shut, but I don't know what they look like shut so far. 'Cause it's lying down already. I should just do that. Gonna need to picture the eye real quick here. I think I can also see what I need to do here. I need to shorten this because the cat's mouth isn't like huge or anything. Oh, yeah, that could be it. I think I should also make this less visible on this side here, from what angle we're going from, and if I was going to do that angle, I should show more of the chin. Let's do it slightly. Very slight there. There we go. Like I was saying, the eyes look like they were much higher up on the face than most of the other things, so that should be right there. But looking at it now, I can see that the face lost some of its roundness when I changed some of this stuff, so let me do this. I need to, like, turn this. Because the cat's face is very round. The sides, like, its cheeks are round. I don't want to remove all this, but I feel like some of it is a little bit too pronounced. When you want the chin to be more pronounced here. There we go, that's a little better. feel like cats' mouths usually go like this far or something. But for the sake of the artwork, we're gonna put it there. The illustration, I should say. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna try it. I think that's slightly better right there. There. Right there. Cool. I think we actually lined it up with that one streak that was right here. Yes, I can see it in there. This one right here. It's kind of funny, actually. I think I made the ear too big, but can always change that. Something like that is what I'm thinking. I think the other ear needs to move back. Trying to picture what it would look like if the cat was like laying on that spot. I think it was actually more natural like this. Funny enough. I feel like I might just need to do a new ear. The other is fine, but I'll make a guess that it looks a little bit like that. It probably doesn't. It's probably safer to go with that right there. Having a hard time imagining the ear from the location that it's at. Maybe I put it too far back on the head. Because the other one looks fine, I feel like. Or maybe that's what's messing it up. I don't feel like they put their ears back when they sleep, do they? Probably depends on the cat for that one. There we go. I think that one looks much better. We are getting further, so this is some more progress. It's kind of a winging it kind of thing. Doesn't look as fluffy in the ears, so like it's only really the one part inside right here. I'm just unsure how to draw the inside of the ear. I guess it's something a little bit like that. I think that one looks a little more natural with the fur. But let me try something. A little bit better, I think. Ah, that's what it was. That's why I tried to add this over here. Goes on the other side. Perhaps the issue is I made the ear too big. Ah, maybe that's it. Because his ears aren't that big. They're actually kind of small. I mean, compared to the eyes, they're big, so maybe that's it. But compared to the head, not really. Oh, yeah, see that might have been it. Or at least one missing piece of the puzzle. Yeah, see, because now it matches the other ear at least. I think that's still correct for that other ear over there. You know what? I think I need to try the perspective tool on this one. That's slightly better. Moving it lower on the head probably will help too. Turning it a little bit. Yeah, you know what? That's probably gonna help too. Because the ears aren't on the very back of their head. It's more like that, I think. I have to think about where this one wound up. So it's probably more accurate. Considering there's still like headroom back here. That's a little bit better, yeah. I definitely think I need to upgrade the way that ear looks, but it's better. It's better now. Looking so good. Oh my gosh, it's looking so cute. Aw, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, hope y'all are well today. Sorry, I don't know if I asked that today. Usually I do ask that. My mind was so focused on the fact that I couldn't get the VTube model working. I got really bummed out. I still have no idea what's going on with it. Holy moly, this guy's got eyebrows. Looking at the reference photo, it's so long. Yeah, see that something like that, like where it's kind of like smushed under the face is probably the best way I can make that. I think I might make a second layer just to, well, maybe I should just keep on the same layer. I wanted to do like the pattern the cat has, but I don't want it to mess up like the clarity of the rest of the art. Oh no, I just accidentally pulled the background. Let's see what's going on here. Something like that, I think. For his pattern. Wait, I had to correct a mistake. Technically that part is there, it's just not where it is. And this part up here... Okay, if I'm looking at it correctly... Oh, no, that's dynamic. That's interesting. So most of this part here, it's like... kind of like this kind of pattern here. At the right side, and then it has like a little bump here. But then on the right side, it looks like... Or the side I'm drawing, rather, it looks like it might be like less. And it kind of goes into this like little bump right here. And instead of the notch being here, it's on the other side. And then the part that I was trying to draw down there, it would actually be right about here. But you can't see it because of the legs. So it'd go right down here. Something like that, yeah. But unfortunately, we don't get to see that now. Oh, this is fun. So it looks like there's another pattern that I'm also not noticing. Or rather, the same pattern, but it goes down further than I thought. So after that little part down here, looks like it goes into a wavy pattern, like right about here. And then this one continues over this way. And goes back this way. There we go. Okay, it's looking much better now in my terms, but yeah, you guys might have seen me like size the paw down, but that is for a good reason because I'm noticing like the cat's head is pretty small compared to the rest of its body, especially compared to like I mean the paws aren't very big compared to its head either, but so I might need to size down the head a little bit. Just a little bit. A little smaller. More back. There we go. Much better. I have to work on the other paw now. Technically, I could touch up this part right here, but I don't really see too much of a need to do that. That's why I like the sketchy style for this kind of thing. Kind of looks like it's drawn in a sketchbook, so... think I need to make the toes a little bit closer together for this foot. Top foot looks fine, but I think I need to make it a little bit better for this one. Top one is more relaxed, this one is not. I'm just gonna turn this one in on itself a little bit. That's much better. Here we go. Trying to think of the other foot, how much would show actually. The other toe, rather. It could be less. Now, I don't want to go too dark on any one spot. I do want to have some dark parts throughout. I don't want it to all be too choppy either, or too light in some areas. So I'm just looking for a good balance. Like these are too light in my opinion up here. But I don't want to draw people's eyes away to that spot too much either. And that can stay there. Because this is part of the pattern here. This is also the pattern right here. I need to make that more clear what this is. And that is the point of having darker and thinner lines, honestly. Because now we can kind of identify what's being shown here much better. Like that. I feel like I need to touch up the ears again, but maybe I'll flip it before I do that. Something's up with the head or the ears. I think it's possibly the ears. But we'll take a moment to go down here first. Actually, this is the part I have like one of the least resources for. So let's hope and pray we can get this right. I don't think it's fighting with me today. The pen, I mean. Yeah, stylus. So that's good at least. I don't want this to come across too sharp though when I erase it. Yeah, as you guys can see, it does come off a little sharper now. Contrast is higher. I really wanted that part to be more fluffy too, so I can just like add a little more fluff here, that'd be nice. The fluff that I just erased. Even just like one more strand here, like. Now I have to push this back into this part here. It's a little better now. This is where I have to distinguish what I was trying to do here. That's a little better, I think. Alright. This part down here. This is all just a guess on how the fur is. Because I don't really have a reference for this part. This is when some of the line work becomes unreadable, and I just go back and erase it. That's much better. Okay. Erase some of the tail. I'm actually not sure how the tail goes either. I hope I'm getting it right with the shape of the tail. Looks like it's just one of the circular kind of shaped tails. I need to keep that part right there so I can see the proportions still. There we go. Okay, so I just backtracked there to figure out where I was. Something better now. Let's start to erase some of this. Ah, that's right, yeah. I start erasing some parts of this here. Looks worse that way. Like the way I had it before. Actually, I'm not sure how far up the white goes on the feet. The back feet. That's not good. My guess is it's something... I should have asked for another photo of the cat. I have a feeling it goes all the way up back here. Based off of the way it looks in some of these. I only have 2 photos though. So when I say some, I mean in the 2 of these. That part right there drew too much, like, attention. So I just, like, erase that part a little bit. I'm gonna erase some parts here too, just to, again, break up the monotony a little bit. One, I'm not even sure if this is how the cat's pattern is. I'm just kind of guessing. And I also don't want this whole thing being mistaken as, like, drawn like this. With the leg right here. Because I don't draw it like that. It is similar though, I suppose. I kind of want to bet that part of this cat's leg actually not have the pattern. So I'm going to say that maybe it's towards the bottom of the foot here. So I'm not going to complete it all the way. It's going to like kind of steer this way. I know I'm going to have to like shorten this one like, massively compared to the other one. And size it down. And possibly half it. I need to touch this up a whole lot. Oh my goodness. You make this much more gentle here too. This inside here. I should just finish the main paw first, I suppose. But I will be erasing this already. Usually I won't do that till after, but I'll do it now because, yeah. Because I can. I also will size this down beforehand as well, because, yeah. Just a little bit. More than a little bit. I still want it to be proportional, so it needs to be long enough to match what the other one looks like. I think since I sized it down, it'd be a little bit longer, so let's go for that. See, I knew something looked off, but I didn't realize what it was. Also, I was like testing out the strokes, or the strokes rather, as you guys just saw. And what I was doing there is I realized that I think this brush has the pen tilting setting. That when you tilt it, it would be different than when you're overhead. Which is very nice. Very accurate for the real pencil feel. But that's also how I was wondering, like, wait, how did I get some of these to look like that? Some of these lines. And it made sense because my whole thing was like turned here. I don't know how I got it so dark now though. How did I get it so dark? Confused. I think I'm happy with that right there. It's looking a lot better though. Too cute. Thank you, Elfin. Appreciate it. Just have to do the tail now, and then we can go back, touch up anything else we might need to. Again, I'm unsure how this cat's tail is precisely. We will try to replicate what we are seeing in these photos. No! I don't think it has a fluffy tail, but I do think it has a fluffy tail. Or maybe it's more coarse, I'm not sure. Probably shouldn't remove that yet. I'm using it as a guideline. Same goes for this one. But I can remove it a little bit since I already started working on it. Might need to change that just slightly. Almost there, almost there. Start doing thicker lines again. Here we go. We gotta clean up some of the random lines on the outside of this, but now I'd say we go back to the head again. So there is a tail, or there's a paw over here. There's a paw over here that I'm noticing doesn't seem as dark as the other ones. And I like that I was kind of having this, like, darker theme with the paws. I just didn't color it, like, too much. I think that looks much better too when I do it here. The dark spots between the paws. I didn't really do one for this spot here because, like, it's kind of hard to. But I guess I could do that. Yeah, just gotta fix the head up a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what's up with it. Oh, right. We can do the reverse thing. I'm just really scared what I'm gonna find when I do that. Oh. Okay. Usually it, like, completely distorts whatever image I drew. But I guess it wasn't too far off. So that's good. That's good. There we go. Fluffy shoulder blade. See, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Also, it looks like he does have some of this here. It's fluffy. That's good. Glad I drew that. His face shape is very fluffy. Round and fluffy. What I find really funny though is I actually can't tell what's wrong with the ears. Unless you guys don't think... It changes the perspective of the ear. I will have to redraw those whiskers now, possibly. It doesn't look that bad. Nice. I realize this little nose is a little bit round too. Looks a little round. Something like that. Round, but also like triangular. It's really interesting. Like that. So, I mean, I should do this part differently. I really like the little wispy hairs they have in their ears. It's fun to draw. Since it's just gonna be like watercolor anyways, I'm not gonna go too detailed on the sketch itself. It's true, I didn't go back and do any like harder line art though. There's that. There we go. I think I like that amount right there. You know, I always find it funny how I would always be like petrified of drawing like all on the same layer, but this whole thing was all in the same layer. Turned out pretty good, in my opinion. Now I can move the kitty around. Whee! I can make it a little bit bigger too, but I don't want to mess up the resolution after all this time. Kind of want to keep it separate, like in the middle. I could do like a bar at the top and the bottom, maybe. Hello, hello again, Uzi. I hope you're well today. Oh, thank you, Rio. Thank you. Hello, hello. Very chill stream, just doing this artwork for a friend today. I'm gonna get to the watercolor part. And I'm just gonna try to make it watercolor looking. I don't exactly have the best brushes for this. Your friend's gonna love it. Oh, I hope so. I hope he likes it. I have a feeling he probably has more of a connection with his dogs than his cat. But we'll see. I technically could have drawn the dogs, but I feel that it would have been a little bit harder for me. Now if I do this brush, it'll be really hard, so I might not do this one. Because I can't remove my stylus off until the entire thing is painted with the first layer. It's the wet wash brush. So this one is a little bit, stressful to color with for that reason. Should have done a base color first. I'm gonna have to redo that. I could do... Wait, what's the difference between this wet wash and the other one? I can always erase some parts, I suppose, that are outside. Yeah, let's do that. I'll erase the parts that are outside of it. This will be a little bit of work. I could have slammed down like a base coat or something and then just did a... Oh, what's it called? Masking layer, but... I'm gonna leave some of it too, so it's a little bit more natural. Like some of this is fine. It's seeping too much, so that's what I don't want. These spots are supposed to be white, so we're gonna keep that white here. Did realize I missed a spot down there. Try to grab that with the next part we do. I'm not going for a perfect erasing either. There's the first layer. I need to do another one. Or just more in general. You know, what I could do is I could do a masking layer now. But first, before we do that, let's go down here and... Yeah, we missed a huge chunk. Hang on. All down here. This part should be darker just because it's in the back. It's underneath the other leg, so... And let's get in there with another layer here. I need to go pretty... Oh. Oh, I can't do it with the masking layer, huh? I guess it just doesn't work for this one. We're gonna have to do it again, right here. I could do a non-masking layer and just put it on top of that, but... No! I didn't do it right because I can't zoom out now. I have to redo this whole layer. This is so bad. I could erase the layer off the tail, I guess, and then do it from there, but this means I can't connect it where I want to. I had to go really dark there to get the shade that I'm looking for. Okay. Let's remove some of this now. I think that's the only 2 layers I'll do of this part. And then I gotta do the really dark tail, so... Watch, the tail actually has like a white tip. That'd be crazy. Oh no, I accidentally got a little bit on the body. That's alright though. See, part of the texture I'm going for requires me to use the wet wash brush. Because depending on how hard you're pressing down, or how many times you go back over one spot, or how long you hold on to that same stroke, depend on how it comes out. Oops. Oh, that's kind of cute too. Oh, that's actually weird. How much it changed. I have a feeling I'm gonna find out the cat has like a white tipped tail. I suppose it might not turn out very accurate. Hmm. Seems about right. Right there. I'm gonna have to add like another layer on top of these though. I'm gonna combine this into one and then I'm gonna do another layer of something else. Oh, it's kind of nice too. I could have that in the background. But I need to make sure the color is full before I do stuff like that, I suppose. That's gonna be behind the cat when I get some color behind this thing. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna turn the watercolor layer off, I'm gonna turn the other layer off, and then I'm gonna go color the whole thing with a set brush. That watercolor, no. Round watercolor. I need it not to be opaque, so that means if I have this here, I take multiple layers. What I actually just need is a solid layer for now. Let me start with a solid layer here. To get the effect I'm looking for, at least. Now let's do this real quick. It's kind of hard though, because we need it to be... We could probably change what color the solid layer is. Yeah, if we change what color it will be, that would be good. You're good? Hey, that's good. Glad to hear it. think I should do the flat coat for everything, and then I can do the white part, even with this part here. Obviously, this part isn't the watercolor. We want it to actually show up and be able to have stuff go behind it still, so I have an idea of how I can do this effect. Oh my gosh, I just realized now it looks like Mew. Shiny Mew. Mew is one of my favorites. I need to make sure I'm getting to the edges of the line art here. This is the part that's sort of hard though too, because like I don't have defined line art due to the fact that I wanted to do watercolor. So this part does feel kind of hard for that reason. Don't want it to go too far out. Like right about there is okay? I wonder if we could do this. We can. Okay. Cool. I think that's what we'll do. That means I have to choose a neutral color, like gray. Something that won't interact with the white and the black too much. Almost there. Okay. We're almost down to the fun part. Besides the drawing of it. Like, the actual drawing itself was a lot of fun. So I'm glad I got to do all the, like the advanced sketching on stream. I feel kind of crazy that I started up the stream with just my baseline already there. I mean, I would have started today if I could have. I'm just glad I had some time to do it off stream yesterday. Because one of those things that, like, sometimes it's easier to get started before. And I was like, yeah, I'm committed to this. It's like, yeah, I think I can see something in here. Oh no. You guys are so lucky you didn't see the original rendition of this. It was so bad. I was like, you know, let me change the pose. I did not keep that. I didn't even screenshot it, which usually I do. I was trying to do like the cat on its back or like with its paw up, but didn't turn out so well. So I was like, you know, let's just do a pose I actually know how to do. Or one that's easier. There's no way it could be bad. Well, see, the quality was good, but it didn't exactly look just like a normal cat. Like, it had the human proportions almost, so I'm like, that did not look right. That's what I mean. As far as it being a cat, it didn't really look like one. Almost. It's a very tight spot here. I'd prefer not to erase after I've been so careful with the brush strokes here. You're either careful in one way or you're careful in the other way. Careful erasing or careful drawing in the first place. Okay, so we got that. Now we can do this. I'm gonna grab this here and then... Alright, the tail got messed up there. I might have to fix that. Oh, but no, I'd have to fix the rest. Oh, that'd be bad. That's better. We can go with that. I think I'd actually be more willing to, redo the watercolor now. Now that I know I can mask it. So let me... Because I can actually get to the corners now. Nice. Oh, I don't have the color though. I was going for a bluish black. But I might be okay doing something else. So I need to figure out... Oh, that's laggy. That's laggy. That's also laggy. I can't do it too big. Or it lags me too much. Oh, so that's how some of these markings are left behind. Okay, layer 1 done. Hello. Are you gonna work properly for me? Hello? Brush is still catching up. I just don't want to lift the pen, because the second I lift the pen to reduce the lag, it will ruin this whole strike. Here. Stroke. There we go. Much better. Much, much, much better. Okay, so now what we can do is now we can erase the parts that we don't like. Rather the parts that it's not supposed to be in. Like right here. I can see it didn't reach all the way to the bottom, but that's okay. That's not right. Bear with me for this part. Oh, it's a little bit hard. Constantly saving this thing. Okay. I like the splotchy style though. I really like that. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot this this part right here. This is pretty important. I might do a different masking layer for this one, maybe, if I can. Though it might end up being on the same layer, so bear with me on this. What the heck? I just accidentally grabbed that whole layer. I am realizing there are some spots that the watercolor didn't entirely, like, color, but that's alright, I guess. It is a messy style. I kind of want to go with the darker gray, though. If you guys are seeing what I'm saying. Darker gray? No, it's just the blue. That's what it is. It's the blue. Oh, I can change that. See, because I thought maybe having like a slight bluish hue would be better. I think it just kind of confuses the senses a bit. So I want to make sure it's properly a black cat. There we go. I missed some on the stomach again, it seems. I think I'm gonna find out that, like, the stomach is, like, all white or something, and then... More like this part's probably gonna be all, like, white or something. I don't know. Or that this actually only goes up to right about here. And there's, like, a tipped tail or something. What do you guys think so far? I definitely think I fixed those ears. They look a lot better now. Okay, so next step, I would say it's the white part. But, you know, I can't do the double masking layer like I'd want to. I don't think I can. Like, if I did that, I'd have to do like this or something, but that means it affects both the layers, so I'd rather just do it here. I have no idea how I'm about to do this. Ah, see, I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, well, I have an idea then, I have an idea. I'm gonna have to go back over and erase the parts. Fourth, okay, so... Three times is okay. Two times there. That's better. Hmm. Oh no, it looks like a magical cat now. It looks like a Japanese yokai like tapestry. Not tapestry, but like the things they have like on the doors. Oh my goodness. Actually, before I do this, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna like copy this layer and paste it just in case. Oh. It makes it brighter. However, I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna put it down on the bottom, just so I have another version of that layer. In case I wanted to try that out. This like glowy effect, I mean. But now I'm gonna have to do something else for the fact that we don't have like the paper kind of feel to that part now. So as for that, we're gonna have to go back over that. Something else. Because the only reason that the main body works for this is because we went darker with the color we actually used rather than the type of gray, like the shade of gray we chose. It's darker than that one. But since the lighter one, yeah, that's kind of hard, huh? I'm glad this one's easier to track though, like where we actually put the watercolor. Because it makes a pretty obvious indicator. There we go. So my next idea, we need to take like another brush and make it dark gray-ish without ruining the what we've got going on here. We just need to make texture here. What the? What is that? I don't like that. I think there's a pencil brush. Mechanical pencil, was it? I'm gonna make it darker. I think if I did some of that, yeah, maybe it might fix it. Too much there. Okay, so definitely not that one. At least not that, Okay, actually that's not bad. Might like that more than the... I just had it too big of a brush. Just need a really light layer on here. Just really lightly like dust it on. Oops. You don't even have to press very hard for this. So that's nice. I do wish I could do it on a different layer though, because yeah, it kind of does darken it a bit. Maybe if I did... Okay, well, this is a weird idea, but it might work. Actually, that's really cool too. Oh my gosh. Um, Bear with me on this one. Oh, here it is. This is the brush. I'm gonna have to fade this one really, like, a lot. I just want the texture. So that's on the top layer. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to do the background. Okay, so the next part we're gonna do is we're gonna like mute all this stuff here. Where's that one? There it is. I think we're just gonna go with something like this, but I hope this doesn't lag the crap out of my computer. Okay, well, this could be a little bit of a problem then. That's not. Oh. Hello? What? Wait, why does it appear differently? Oh no. Why? Oh, okay. That solves it. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that layer then. This is gonna be very muted and changed to another color. Okay, that's a little bit better. I want it to be a little more yellowy though. To kind of match, so I guess we can have that other layer to do that work for us. Something's still off about it. Let me turn this layer off again. Grab this color. I need to turn this one up real quick. I need to turn this one on. Turn this one up. Oh. I'm gonna redo this one now. All I need to do is select everything. Then erase it all. Dang it, what were we on? Oh, there it is. Don't lag my computer. I might not even need to do this if I have the other layer now, though. In the background. I think I was just trying to make sure I can get, like, the texture on there. It kind of just makes it more hard to distinguish what I'm looking at, I feel like. Well, something's definitely not right here. I need to make it darker again. Looks better when it's darker. The problem is I wanted some of the original colors to kind of come out of here, but maybe that's what I need. Okay, well, first of all, now see, it loses all that. I want the warmth of what we had before. Add some of the warmth. Now we need a yellowish color. You can still tell beneath that. That's too dark now. Something like that, maybe? But you can still tell it's like orange or red, right? And then the second you make it too light, you just can't see the background definition anymore. Perhaps if I go with a more like brownish hue. Okay, that's a little bit better. Then we have this one which is yellowish. I could go with something like that. That's how you get the texture there, but I don't want it to mute the colors. It's kind of a tough spot. I think that's probably the closest we're gonna get. Okay, got that part now. Might want to name some of these layers so I know what they are. Might be too much now. I liked it when there was just the white, and then what we already had. Yeah, that's nice. Actually, let me reduce some of the white. Hmm. Nice. Okay, so there's something missing and I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it might have been... I need to put some of these things into this folder. And that looks horrible now for a second. Trust me on this. There we go. We're gonna keep those texture things out of this, and then we're gonna... There we go. See, that's what we like to see. So now I can move the cat up and down wherever I need it. And still have the background stay the same. Now I have to see something real quick. Phone's behind me. I think what I want to do is I want to do like a top and bottom bar, or at least a bottom bar. So it might cover the tail just a little bit. Let's start with the turnip pen on that. It is going to go over the cat. I love this style. Aw, thank you. Appreciate it, Rio. It's looking so good. Aw. Oh, and that's really neat too, is it takes up some of the the patterning that we put on the whole thing too. If we don't want that though, alternatively, we could put it above. We like wood. Love it. Oh, thank you, Elfin. Appreciate it. I want it to look like wood here. So I want it to be like a high bottom bar, like if you're picturing like a phone screen. And we can do a top one up here. There we go. Hehe. You know, I just realized I might want to do this. So I have those top and bottom parts, but I want the sides. Oh, dang it. I just realized I have to figure out how much I did it on that side. Or I'm going to cringe. That's not the same amount. Oh, you know what? I should have done a symmetry ruler for that part. That looks alright. Looks alright. I think we got it, actually. That's good. Very nice, very nice. Before we do this, I'm gonna copy and paste this folder. Just again, so we have like a version of it that's not messed up. In case that does get messed up. And then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna center it. Turn this other layer back on real quick. Perfect. No, really perfect. Might want to center it a little bit differently. Yeah. Nice. I like that. You know, I did just realize something. But I'm just gonna leave it. It's supposed to be simple anyways. I want to add a wood texture, but I just realized I don't really have anything that does that. Like, I'm trying to think of something. I must have something, right? I can, like, kind of use this as fake wood panels, right? Why is it, like, fading on that side, though? It's so unusual. I kind of like it, though. Oh, wait, actually, I could totally make this work for wood. Oh my gosh, I could totally make this work. Oops. This is so strange. I never would have thought beforehand that this pencil brush would work so well for wood. Like a wood grain texture. Just gotta line it up, even it out more. That's pretty good if you ask me. I think if I kept that on like the lighter side, like what I just did on the right side, then maybe I could have used it. Like that, perhaps? But anything lighter than that doesn't really work, I noticed. Oops. There we go. Wait, I think. Yeah, I think that matches. See, I want to do like something similar on the sides. Like kind of like the wood paneling they have in Japan. Like their doors too. I'll try to do that thing up here just like this real quick. Then I'll continue the side thing like I was doing. There we go. This has been a very nice art experience today. Even though I didn't get to use my VTuber model and all this, it's definitely been fun. I was so ready for it to be my first art stream using my VTube model. Until whatever happened happened. Try to figure it out. Not bad, not bad. I think what I need to do now is go over that with a darker, more red kind of thing. Oh, yeah, and I could use the real pencil one. Yeah. I just need to make sure it's dark enough. I like getting to add these like finishing touches kind of thing. I think my pen is protesting now. The stylus. Feels like it's protesting. Oh! There we go. Almost done here. I do hope he likes it. I didn't tell him what I was doing. Nice. Okay, I could just leave this part right here as like a border. And I could erase this one right here. Make this one a border. I could do that. Oh, but where was I? Was I on line art pencil? Mechanical pencil, right? The top might have been better if I didn't do any of the wood paneling stuff at all, but I wonder. That doesn't look bad either, actually. Rather than making it wood, I can just blend it out here with the same brush. Just make it textured. So mechanical pencil's a really good texture, apparently. And this is a free one from Clip Studio, I'm pretty sure. I need to, like, even that out more, though. I might go a little bit harder up here, just because I want to see more of that kind of texture. It's better. Goodness. Such a night and day difference, though. I think it looks better like this, without whatever that was going on. So what do you guys think? The end of the project, this is what we came to. It's so, so good. Oh, thank you, Rio. Appreciate it. I think I should sign it. But where's the question? Like that, maybe? At least for posting wise, if I did that. I could put it somewhere else too, like. Something like that, yeah. I'll just call this layer signature so I know exactly what it is. Does look more bright that way, but I like this too. Yeah, there we go. I put it underneath that thing now. Wait. But that should be above. There we go. There we go. That's harder to remove as well. I'm gonna name everything. Cat 1. Cat 1 copy. Forgot what this other thing was. Cat 1. Oh, glow. That's right. It won't show up too unless it's on the right layer. So I probably should have put that on the equivalent of where it should have gone. But I didn't even have a folder yet at the time, so. This is... What in the... Oh, the other cat's on too. Okay. Almost looks like a reflection. It's kind of fun. background solid, color solid, background texture, paper. Okay. I could probably write something down here too, but yeah. I like how I said like I'll aim for like an hour 30, but this ended up being like a 3-hour stream. But yeah. Though we didn't get to use our VTube model, like I was saying earlier, how it was breaking on us before stream. I want to get that fixed tonight, so I'm gonna troubleshoot, try to figure out what might have happened. And nothing even changed from the last time that I used the model, except the fact that what is it? The files were updated or something. So I might need to see if that's the issue. I'm not sure though. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys on that for next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was ArtStream number 84, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Have a wonderful night.